The tension is real. The tension is escalating. On India First, we get you never before seen images of Taiwan's exercises. Taiwan's Air Force uses the latest F-16 Vipers. These are the upgraded F-16s with new avionics. Now, these fighter jets loaded with their AMRAAMs or air-to-air missiles and Harpoon anti-ship missiles took off in a night firing exercise. Not one, not two, but multiple F-16 Vipers took off. Now, China launched 51 of its own fighter jets and bombers. While they were around Taiwan, they were spotted around Taiwan. 25 of these aircraft, including an H-6 bomber, actually crossed the median line in the Taiwan Strait between mainland China and Taiwan. When Taiwan launched its own combat air patrol, the Chinese aircraft returned. But is this not signaling a real escalation? And this tension seems to be a notch higher this time. We bring you this ground report.
Advanced Taiwanese F-16V fighters roaring into the night sky. A show of force and a mega muscle flex in the face of China's uninterrupted campaign of intimidation. Seen here at the key Hualien Air Base on Taiwan's mountainous east coast, weapons are slung onto these F-16Vs, Taiwan's most up-to-date combat jets, including Harpoon anti-ship missiles capable of long-range hits on Chinese naval vessels. The Hualien base, which has hangars cut out of the side of a mountain, has 2 pilots on duty at any point of time, sitting in their flight suits to be airborne in 6 minutes flat. That means the base exists on scramble alert to swoop up and engage any Chinese aerial threat at super short notice.
The tension between the Taiwan Strait is getting higher, and it's obvious in knowing that. But that's still what we're training for, and it's what we're preparing for. So they come and we rise, and so our scramble jet will never stop, and we will stop their offender and outside our defense outside our ADIZ. I won't say there's a lot of change, but our frequency to scramble is getting higher, and so I think the tension from the in the Taiwan Strait is definitely higher.
Taiwan has been converting its 141 F-16AB jets to the much more advanced F-16V type, and is boosting fleet strength by ordering 66 new F-16Vs from the United States. These jets will have more advanced avionics, weapons and radar systems to better face down the Chinese Air Force, including its J-20 stealth fighters that have been busy buzzing Taiwanese air defenses.
After China carried out its war drills, it's Taiwan that's actually sending across a very clear message. So the latest F-16Vs or the Vipers, they were a part of this exercise loaded with Harpoon anti-ship missiles and the Sidewinders and the AIM-120 air-to-air missiles. It's a very clear signal to expansionist forces that they can be countered both in the air and in water.
One of the key weapons wielded by Taiwan's F-16V is the AIM-9X Sidewinder air-to-air missile, capable of hot pursuit and kill of Chinese jets at visual range.
We condemn the Chinese Communists' continued provocative actions in the Taiwan Strait, disrupting peace within the region. But we must say, maintaining the intensity of our combat readiness training, ensuring the task of combat training is our force's responsibility.
In the face of nearly 100 air intrusions in the last 4 days alone, Taiwan's Air Force is also displaying some of its most powerful anti-aircraft weaponry. Swiss-made GDF 006 anti-aircraft guns and the Tiancun-3 anti-aircraft system, a complex surface-to-air weapon that can hit both aircraft and missiles.
Taiwan Air Force is a very professional Air Force. They may not have very large numbers of aircraft, but as you would know that they have the latest version of F-16, and the numbers are going to increase. Every time PRC aircraft comes into their ADZ, they launch the interceptors, and they always intercept them.
Also remember that Taiwan has formidably armed Apache and Black Hawk helicopters for any ground support. Taiwan may not be alone if a battle truly begins courtesy China, but the tiny island, for its size, is formidably armed and capable of giving the aggressor a bloody nose. The muscle flex is designed as a counter-reminder to Beijing of this precise fact. With Gaurav Sawant in Taipei, Taiwan, Bureau Report, India Today.